So Moses was the one God chose to deliver the children of Israel from where? From Egypt. Where was Moses raised? He was raised in Egypt. Moses, in his generation, when Moses was born, Moses was the only child that survived, because it was a period that Pharaoh ordered that they should kill every child. But the mother, having discerned that he was a proper child, the Bible says she decided to put him in a basket and he landed himself in the king's palace. So God sent Moses years ahead, 30, 40 years ahead, to go into Egypt. Why? God prepared Moses so that Moses can know the protocol of the king. Only Moses would have been a deliverer in Egypt. If some of you enter the Totif palace, they will drive you out. Not because you are not old enough to enter, not because they don't like you, not because you are not educated, but because you do not know the protocol of the palace. Every palace has a protocol. There's a way you will enter the palace and you will behave. They will give you the best seats in the palace to sit. There is a protocol. God knew that nobody could access Pharaoh without proper knowledge of the protocol of the palace of Egypt. So he sent Moses ahead to understudy the protocol. So when it was time to deliver the Israelites, God followed Moses to where Moses was in Jethro's house. I want you to know that in that time, there were Israelites in Goshen. Israelites were in Goshen within Egypt. God did not see any Israelites to deliver the Israelites. He went back for who? A murderer, a fugitive, one who was running from being killed. Because there's something the guy knows that God needed to fulfill God's mandate. Let me tell you something. God cannot use you beyond the level of your exposure. You did not hear what I said. God cannot use you beyond your level of exposure. If God wants to talk to a professor, he needs another professor who understands the language, the diction with professors communicate. God will need a professor to address a professor. If God wants to talk to a kingdom and he wants to talk to kings and queens, he will need another king and queen who understand the language of kingship to talk to them. So, sir, don't play with your exposure.